This story actually took place in Bangladesh, not India. Due to the extreme wealth disparities in Bangladesh, it is not uncommon to see stray animals, especially dogs, roaming the streets in search of food and shelter. Food is scarce for these animals, and many of them are opportunistic, willing to do whatever it takes to secure a meal. Unfortunately, a helpless newborn baby could be seen as an easy target for some starving dogs. Adding to the danger, Bangladesh faces a significant population issue due to a lack of education and support in poor communities. This often leads to children and babies being abandoned on the streets when mothers feel they have no other options. In such circumstances, if a dog is hungry enough, it might try to make a vulnerable child its next meal. Fortunately, in this particular story, the outcome was different. In 2015, a heartwarming news story emerged from Bangladesh. A stray dog discovered a newborn baby in a dustbin where she had been abandoned by her mother. The dog, initially scavenging for food, came across the baby amidst the rubbish. Instead of harming her, the dog did something truly remarkable, demonstrating the loyalty and love that dogs are capable of. Sensing the baby's urgent need for human intervention, the dog gently picked her up in his mouth, being careful not to cause any harm. He then carried the newborn away from the bustling streets, seeking a safe place for her. With a remarkable sense of purpose, the dog brought the baby to the nearest house and laid her down on the porch. The dog began barking incessantly, drawing the attention of the homeowners. When they opened the door, they were astonished to find a stray dog guarding a newborn baby. Reacting quickly, the homeowners took the baby inside and rushed her to the nearest hospital, hoping it wasn't too late to save her life. At the hospital, the baby received the necessary care and attention for her to recover fully. Once she was stable, she was placed in a foster home to be put up for adoption in accordance with child protection laws. While the outcome for the baby is not known, it is hoped that she found a loving family. As for the dog, his fate remains unknown. Thanks to his heroic act, the dog managed to save the life of a child who will surely always remember what he did for her. This is not the first instance where a dog has come to the rescue of a baby in need. In December 2021, a newborn baby was abandoned in a field in Sadhu village of Loi, India. The infant, just hours old, was left outside with her umbilical cord still attached. Helpless and vulnerable to the freezing temperatures of the night, the baby faced a grim fate without intervention. Against all odds, the baby survived, thanks to an unlikely savior, a female dog who had made a nest in the same field amongst some straw, where she had recently given birth to her own puppies. It is believed that the dog first discovered the baby upon hearing her cries and instinctively laid down beside her to provide warmth. While this may seem unconventional, the maternal instinct of the dog likely kicked in upon hearing the newborn's distress, prompting her to care for the infant as she would her own puppies. Perhaps she felt compassion for the helpless baby and wanted to offer whatever comfort she could. The baby was brought to the dog's den, where she was placed among the other puppies and spent the night surrounded by their love and warmth, ultimately ensuring her survival through the cold night. The following day, Mudin Patel, the local village representative, recounted how a group of villagers had been going about their daily chores when they heard crying. They followed the sound and were astonished by what they found. At 11 in the morning, we saw there was a newborn baby girl who was crying and lying alongside puppies in our village. We panicked and informed the health department before the newborn was taken to the hospital for further checkup. They said in a statement to the media, "The baby girl was named Akansha, which signifies desires or ambition for girls." Following her discovery in the field, the local government branch known as the Panchayat and the police were notified. Upon arriving at the scene and understanding the situation, the officers swiftly transported the child to the local hospital for a thorough examination. Despite her ordeal, the baby was found to be in good condition, albeit a little cold and covered in hay. Once she was given the all-clear by doctors, Akansha was placed in a foster home where she will receive care and protection as police investigate the circumstances that led to her being abandoned in a field. While Akansha's story is truly remarkable, she was undeniably fortunate as the situation could have taken a dire turn given the abundance of stray dogs struggling to find food in India. Newborns are vulnerable and could easily become prey for starving canines. However, Akansha was fortunate to be discovered and protected by a caring mother, even if she belonged to a different species. This underscores the incredible compassion and loyalty of dogs. Sadly, instances of babies being abandoned are not as uncommon as they should be. Restrictive laws on abortion in some countries can lead to unwanted pregnancies and subsequent abandonment of infants. These babies are left to fend for themselves, facing significant challenges from the moment they enter the world. There are various ways to address and prevent such tragic situations, including supporting charitable organizations and advocating for improved government services to assist women facing unplanned pregnancies. Thanks to the compassion of the dogs in these stories, these babies were given a chance to survive and thrive in loving families. These heartwarming tales serve as a poignant reminder of the profound bond between humans and dogs, highlighting the unwavering loyalty and kindness they offer.